Recording in progress.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you for let me be a speaker today. My name is Alice, and today I would like to share about the HTML input type radios. I'm pretty sure you guys probably has been heard about the HTML input type radio, or maybe if someone never heard it, I just want to share about what I learned about it. And for the, I don't know how to go next. Okay. I just want to bring this slide up to just want to you guys to see like the input type of HTML is have a lot of type you can do. But today we're going to talk about the radio, and the link down here for if you want to study more or like research about the radio type. And for the next slide, how the input radio button work. Is elements of the type radio general used in the radio group. Example, down here, set up the relate option. Example, if you have the category of something have the same category, and then you want to put in together, and then you want the user to be able to choose, but the radio button, you be able to select only one. Only one, it can be select. And what is the radio button look like? It's just like a small circle, and then it have the highlights. When you click on it on the button, it's going to pop up the color. That's it. And all right, so we're gonna go to the next one. This is the code example. I bring up the from. This is the example of the from when we use the radio button. You can see like it's the input type, the radios, and I highlight by the different color, and you guys can see that better. And for the radio button, the name of each the radio output have to be the same. Because why? Because they will know this is the same group of the same type of the radio groups. In case of like when you go to example, when you go to apply a job, and the job applications might be have more than one radio input, right? One radio groups of input, and that's why they will know like behind the scene they will know this is the same group by the name. Okay, and for example right here, they have the same name and a different value. And the value is the first HTML, the value, the second one is CSS, and the value is the JavaScript. And the value and the names, the user not be able to see it. This is just behind the scene. And how you can let the user be able to see what is the radio button they click by, you can use the label. We talked in the previous video about the form data, and PK has been explained about what is the label has been useful. I just want to bring it up again to mention that again. Like example, like here, the label is going to relate to this input by ID. Yeah, and then you're going to have a label here, and you use the attributes for equal to the name of the ID. And that's why the label and the input connect together, associate together. And also the label is helping for the accessibility people. And this is very helpful and very help practice. When we design the application, we have to think about further about accessibility as well. Okay, yeah, the square right here, I just brief and like skim to it. What is ID has to be matched to the label, name have to be the same, the value have to be unique. This is all the main idea of the radio input. And okay, do not forget to check on the radio button. Why I say do not forget? It doesn't mean like if you forgot it, it's going to throw in the air. But if you not check any radio, when you click submit button, you will see it like if you send it to the back end, they will not get anything. The form this form is not going to be exist because you not send anything back to the back end. And one more thing I forgot to talk about, it is for the value. Example, if you forgot to put the value and you leave the value blank or you did not put the value, it's going to have a default. They're going to put the value is equal to on. And that is not what we want, right? We don't want to send it back to the back end and send just the on. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. And okay, just come back to like why we how if we okay, example, like if the user forgot to click the button, what we can do, we can put the check attribute at the end, or like but you can put only one on the input radio button. You cannot put all of them or two of them. You can, but they're going to get only the last one to be that default value. And I'm going to bring you to my example coding, the code for like just you have some more idea how does that work and how we can get the value, access the value with the JavaScript. And you can see right here, just the simple HTML and JavaScript. We have a form and input. We have 3 input, and also we have label as well. And then we have a submit button, and I have just the div, like just an empty div, because I want to be able to show you guys when you are click submit, it's going to show you a value. What do you get? And this is my function, just the plain JavaScript. First thing, I create a function, it's named myFunc, and then I grab the get element by name, because the name have to be the same, right? And all the name of the input. And then after I get the get element by name, is everybody follow?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So which means the we will expect array of like element will be an array, right? Because we have more than one
yes.
element that have fifth language.
Yes, correct. And then that's why the next line I have to looping to it.
Loop
and then
array, right?
Yes, correct. Loop array of the element. Like I call ELE is an element. And then I have looping, and then I just do the for loop, let I equal to 0, I let that element dot length and I plus, and inside here, I'm checking. I have if to check if my element I dot check, if it check, right? And then you print the document get element by ID. I got a result here. This is referred to my div because I want to show you guys something. And then I have a dot inner text, just want to show some text up to the browser. That's it. And I have the string. I said equal to the string language, and then just the concatenation by using plus, and then use the element I dot value, because I want to get the value, right? I want to show what you guys click. All right, let's see what I get. All right, what you guys like the most? What is your favorite language?
Submit. I'm kidding. JavaScript.
That's good. All right, when you click submit here, the favorite language and then JavaScript. Yeah, this is pretty much how you access the JavaScript I mean, how you access the value with JavaScript, just the plain vanilla JavaScript. Yeah, I think it's really good idea because like if we learn from the ground and build it up to use in React, I think it's going to make us understand better how to access the value. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah.
So can
Pretty
you
much.
accept by name or can you accept by the class name also?
We should
Class name,
try.
What do you mean the
There's
class
no
name?
class name.
Name here.
No, I
no.
mean
class
like
name.
I know,
Name,
but if you
name,
like if you set it like it save the class into some
label.
tag, it's still
Yeah,
right?
you can, but if your class is only put for this radio group, then it works. But if you have 3 radio groups and you put the same class in 3, it's gonna get all of this, right?
All of this.
So it makes sense to get by name because
Yeah, because this has got the same name too. That's why I just like
yeah, because it's the same group.
mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you grouping.
But
it.
if you have like maybe like gender, you know,
Mhm.
gender,
Okay,
right?
How about
maybe
I
like
have another
language.
one.
Yeah, but when you use class, usually it's for CSS, and you probably use in all the groups.
Mhm.
And then the loop, this element you will get like 9, you know, instead of 3,
Mhm.
and then it's wrong. That's why we don't use class for input.
Mhm.
This one, it should be different already, even though the value is the same, but they have a different name. This
Mm.
form and this form is even though everything is the same, but it's a different name. They can tell a
Different group.
separate group.
Yeah.
But it's gonna choose one group because you do this here.
Mhm.
Yep.
So the first group will not
It's
get.
gonna be the
So
first
if you
group.
click the first
second
group,
group will
it
be
will not.
ignored.
Because you target the fifth language group,
Fifth
you didn't
language
target
only. Mhm.
language group.
Mm. Okay. Cool. Okay.
And I have a question about HTML4 and 4. So it's the same thing, right?
Yes.
Good
Yes.
question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The HTML, the 4, you can correct me if I'm wrong, kid. I think it's 4. It's just in the HTML, like plain HTML,
Yeah,
and
plain
HTML4 is for the React, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
the reason why we cannot use for inside React because for is a key reserved keyword for
Oh,
something else. That's why they have to kind of
It's just like when we don't
Make
use
it-
class into the React, we use class name, isn't it?
like class name. Yeah, that's an example too. It's,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a reserved
right.
keyword.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, because it's like I never been like doing this like for and like match with the ID, so that's why I'm kind of confused. So it's just like basically it's like a class and class name or something like that in
Right.
React.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But it's good though. It make you not confused which one is React.
Yeah. And yeah, pretty much that's it for my presentation today. And for next week, I would like to continue with the concept radio buttons, but I'm going to present with the React. And then we will see how is React, how it's work in React.
You
Yeah.
just assign
Sounds
yourself
good.
with a topic. I know that.
But it's a lot of good point on radio though, because if you're missing value, you still get value from on. Right, that's kind of like something to keep in mind. And then
What do you mean?
else about
What do you
radio?
mean by that? On?
Yeah, that's like if you don't put any value, like I said earlier, like
Try.
if you don't assign any
Can
value,
you show?
yeah,
Can
I
you
can.
show?
Sure. If you don't put any value here at all. And if I click HTML, what do you think is going to print down here?
On.
On.
Copy
On.
paste.
Paris language is on. Yep. Yeah, like
Why print on? Because of the default.
Because name.
Huh?
yeah, because it's the default. Like
I
they
think it's a
have
default
behind the-
value. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
default value.
like-
Oh wait, you
There-
said can you scroll up?
Scroll up.
Why did you put on?
like what?
Right here,
9, 10.
Yeah.
like 10.
Oh,
The
if you don't-
default value is on.
Because
Mhm.
If,
she
if
didn't-
we don't say what value, I
Oh.
will give it the default value,
oh,
Mhm.
which
yeah.
is on.
Why can't
It's-
I
On.
see
It's
all
pretty
of
much
it?
like behind
you
the
cannot
scene.
see.
You can't see it. It's
Yeah.
default,
It's a
va-
default.
Oh,
value.
it's like a default.
But
Oh.
if
By the
not, so the
DOM.
default value will be off. I don't know.
No. Same
Like
as
it's, I think it's
the-
like check.
the text input, you know, the text input. The default value of text
Yeah.
input is an empty string.
Oh,
That's a default. You don't see it, but it's there.
so it's like
Mhm.
You
every
don't
time
set
when you
anything.
don't set anything, it will come
It
out
will be
like
empty
on.
string.
Have the
Yeah,
default
for the
value.
for
Oh.
the radio button is
Oh.
the
No,
on.
but if you not click anything, it's not come with the on. It's not
If you not click anything,
not-
it's no value.
no value.
Yeah, they're not gonna send
value.
anything.
Oh, I thought
Like,
it's gonna
The
come
back end
with
not gonna get anything.
on and off.
Can you try can you reload the page and
Sure.
and just click submit?
Mm-hmm. Nothing. Oh
Yeah.
Ah.
See.
Well, what,
It's interesting
what is,
about check too. Sorry.
Yeah, check it.
Check
I have the same.
the
like,
value check.
Each
It's
check.
really yeah. So
oh,
it-
check here, but in
Right.
React it's each
no, I
check.
think it check is what I just my
I think I'm not sure what's React
something.
uses check, but
Check too. Use check is true.
The
check.
same.
true.
Okay.
Oh.
Check.
Or false.
check you do.
Can I ask the line 9 action? Was
Yeah.
what's that string come from?
I think it's a
That's a
auto
PFP
generate for you.
Yeah, I think this is if you take it out, it's not gonna broke.
You're
Yeah,
not
'cause
gonna
you don't
go
use
because that's how
PHP.
how you send the
Yeah.
action and get
It still work,
I
right?
see.
Yeah, you like
Default.
normally you will like action and whatever your thing, and then you
That's
put
the
it in.
that's the
Like-
default
like-
form.
Yeah.
What? So I don't have to put it.
You
No,
don't have
No,
to put it.
but
don't want-
sometimes
Oh,
when
but
you do
if-
form and then tab, it generates for you.
it.
It generates
Che-
everything for you.
The old
you click
way
tab.
when they have form before that, it will say it wanna try to submit to the same file location. That's how it's kind of like the old ways work. And then that's why it's refresh itself, because it's trying to submit into access. It's kind of like a lot of default stuff that come
Yeah.
from form, but we don't really use it anymore.
Mhm.
Okay, so I don't
But-
have to put it anyway.
No.
Yeah, that's why when you do submit, it's good to do e.prevent default, because it's afterwards it will try to submit to whatever the default thingy that you see is the old way, and then it will get the page refresh, and you don't want to the page refresh because you're working with don't
Nobody can put.
yeah, because we work with React as a single page application. We don't want refresh
All the
every time
time.
page
We don't want
application.
refresh the page at all
Right.
because they want single page. It's a single page application.
Yeah, I have one last thing to want to show, like when you submit, by the time when you click submit, how they going to match the attribute. Like they're going to, okay, right now we have name, right? Name equal to fifth. This is what they're going to looking for. The LAG. Okay, language is equal to HTML. They're going to like this. But if you don't have it, it's going to set it to on. It's the default when you send it.
But I'm confused. Can you say it again?
Sure. Yeah. Like okay, let me see my note really quick here. Like when example, like when above, when right here, right, when you submit with the radio button selected and the form data include and in like right here, like the form data, the name of the favorite language, they're going to looking for the value. Like
We just
it's
did.
equal to
We don't have the value. The value the default value will be on.
Yeah,
Oh.
but they're
Default
going
value.
to like, I mean, like favorite language equal to value, but if you don't have value, they're going to set it to on. Like, okay, like that.
Because it will go to the default value
Oh.
if you don't have value.
My first time
You
learning
just
about
kind of
text.
Yeah.
hard code for us to see like how it will
What do you mean
show
hard code?
the number 9. What
Like-
is
Yeah,
it?
if you just
Oh, yeah,
submit
I just-
here.
Oh,
yeah, I just
okay. So
hard
you
code
just show
anyway.
me like how
Yes,
it's
when you
okay.
when you submit it, I just want you guys to see how it's work. Why name is important and why is the value also like important and how they relate to each other.
Mhm.
Mm. So it's like every time if you don't set the value, every time like it's like a default value will be like on, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, is it the same thing in React too?
Same, because
so.
we use the input from
Oh.
HTML. It's the HTML.
Actually, this is like my first time that known about this. It's like wow, okay.
Here, take it out. Take all out. Yeah, it's on.
Everything
So
is on.
Oh. Mhm.
Because it go back to default value.
Done.
Yeah, this could be related to uncontrolled.
Yeah, right.
So next week we'll go over uncontrolled and control again. Good. I'm happy with
I don't know
that.
if it's control. If you, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, that's why
Because the
because
value,
then
but the radio button value, it doesn't change. You know, it's
Right, it's
always
static.
yeah, it's static. So I don't
Mhm.
Why not?
consider it's a control component because
Mm.
it's
We don't
basically
need
hard
to
coded. Yeah.
Liz will
Dynamic
work on
change.
it. She will let us know next week.
Okay. Right.
Very
Good.
good.
Anybody have any more questions?
Question.
I really like when you first start with to say like the overall of like what input can be. I
Mhm.
really like that slide. So you like because we've been working only a lot
She
with input.
prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Good job. Thank
And
you.
professional. Thank you.
I stopped recording and the last person up.
And then ออยไปฉี่ก่อน